Hey guys, I'm for shit, and today I'm going to be revealing Ben Hart's magic trick from Britain's Got Talent, and I'm not going to do too much talking, I'm just going to get straight into it. So basically, the trick was he had this glass full of different objects written down on pieces of confetti, and then he had this fan that he suddenly whipped out of his pocket, and then what he did is he started to pour the glass of confetti onto the fan and was kind of swishing the fan around. He ended up catching one piece of confetti on the fan, and he asked Simon to read out what that confetti said, and it actually said egg. And then what he did is he started to hit the piece of confetti that said egg with the fan, and it actually turned into the egg, and you can basically see it change shape every time it hits the fan, which is what I'm going to get onto later of how he actually did it. And you can see it is a real egg, and then what he actually did is he cracked it open onto the glass and the yolk came out to prove that it was a real egg. And then he threw a paper aeroplane out at the audience, and someone caught it, and then when they unfolded it, it actually turned out to be the seating plan of the theatre that they were in. And then he gave a pen to this audience member and told him to put a dot on the piece of paper behind their back so they couldn't see it, and remember that, so they couldn't actually see what they were doing. And then they went to that seat number, and they went to that seat and got the person from the seat to join him on the stage, and then he got this woman to stand in one of the cages, and then he went over and connected these two plugs, and suddenly both of the curtains fell down. And then he reveals that there was nothing inside one cage where the woman was standing, and then the other cage the woman is standing there. So I'm going to be revealing Ben Hart's magic trick right now, so stay tuned for the reveal. So basically, what happened at the start is he poured this glass of confetti with different objects written on them onto the fan, but when he whipped out the fan, you could only see one side as seen on the screen here, and you couldn't see the other side, and that's because on the other side there was one piece of confetti that said egg. So basically that's how he forced the piece of confetti that said egg. Basically he pretended that he caught it, and it was just a bit of acting, and then obviously Simon read out that it said egg, and then what he did is he started bouncing this piece of confetti up and down on his, and you're probably not going to believe this, but it is a true thing, you can go and search it up. But basically what he used was a gimmick. So basically he had this gimmick which is like a piece of confetti, and then every time you hit it or touch it or move it, it actually starts turning into an egg, and it is a real thing. You're not going to believe me, but search it up and you will find it, trust me. And then obviously he quickly switches out the fake egg for a real egg from his pocket, and then he cracks it open, and that's how that first part of the trick is done. And then the aeroplane part is pretty simple. He throws an aeroplane, which is obviously the seating plan of the theatre they're in, at an audience member, not anyone specific, like this is just a random person. Then he gives this audience member a dead pen, which basically means there's no ink in the pen, and you can see on the screen here there's actually already a dot on the piece of paper. So he's already put a dot on this exact seat of the seating plan of this theatre that they're in, so that's how he basically does a second force and forces that seat. And then he goes over to that seat and gets this like friend of his who's a pretty poor actress, I'm not gonna lie, and then Ben and this woman goes over to the stage, and then he gets her to stand in one of the cages. And this bit, there's like two ways that Ben could have done this. Basically the first way is that she's actually got a twin. She's got a twin sister or a very good lookalike who's obviously wearing the same clothes that night. And when she stands in one cage, she actually goes underground and underneath the stage, which obviously you can actually do because this has happened before on talent shows. They actually go underneath the stage, they get permission to go underneath the stage. And you're probably going to be like, yeah, but you could see under it, there was nothing through there. But like all of the camera cuts is done so well that on camera it's so hard to see what actually happens, because then they show the judge's face, they show the audience's faces, and it's just so hard to actually see what happens. So you don't know that for sure, like I don't know that for sure, that might not be true, but it's like the best sort of idea that many people have. And then obviously the twin quickly pops up from the other side, and that's how it's done. The second way is it's the same person quickly goes under, runs along, goes up the other side, and then goes into that cage. But it would be a lot easier to have a twin. But basically what probably happens there is, like I said, there is a twin, and then when the one woman goes into the cage, she quickly drops down and the other woman comes up, and then it looks like she is teleported. And when I said earlier she's a pretty bad actress, I mean, look at this face. She doesn't look very surprised that she's completely moved like boxes. And she's a very bad actress. I mean, it's almost like something you'd see on EastEnders. I'm joking. But basically, that is how the trick is done. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to smash a like down below. If you think this is true, smash a like down below as well. If you don't agree and you have any other ideas of your own, don't just go and dislike, and don't just be like, no, that's not true, I'm just going to dislike this video. Just tell me in the comments what you think, and then I might actually shout you out in my next reveal video. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, smash a like down below, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.